My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This breakdown is brought to you by Premium Membership. Premium Membership brings you all sorts of betting and fantasy tools to help you make money. Things like exclusive 2, 3, and 4 leg parlays, betting calculators, parlay calculators, daily fantasy ownership projections, fighter salary rankings, and so much more. Check it out now at WeWantPicks.com. Scroll to the top and click Become a Member. And don't forget, we are giving away $50. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit, we send you $50. Next up, at UFC San Diego, we have Ode Osbourne taking on Tyson Nam in his return. Ode Osbourne is 11-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, and he is riding a 2-fight win streak. Tyson Nam is 20-12 overall, 2-3 in his last 5, coming back after a year and a half away. Ode Osbourne is a southpaw striker who uses range well to keep people at the end of his punches. He's got a ton of power and great finishing ability, especially at his new home of 125 pounds, where he is currently 2-0. He has 4 wins in the UFC with takedowns in 2 of them, and he may use some of that grappling in this matchup to avoid the big power of Tyson Nam. Tyson's a low-volume striker with some very real power and solid takedown defense. His striking is technical, and he has phenomenal counters. His knockout of Adeshev was actually a perfect showcase of that. He ate the leg kick, fired back with a straight right, and just got that knockout. While Nam is a ton of power at this weight class, he doesn't necessarily have the same speed as the rest of the division. He's 2-3 in the UFC, but his losses are to Sergio Pettis when he was better, Kai Kara France, who's still very good, and Matt Schnell, who we've seen is impossible to put away. At one point in time, Tyson Nam was legit, and he was a name that people were talking about and trying to figure out what could he do here. But we're a year and a half removed from his last fight, 2 years removed from his last win, and he's almost 40 years old. This is primarily a striker versus striker matchup.
40. I mean, that's a great looking 40.
It really
Jesus
is.
Christ.
Listen, I completely agree.
Holy shit. OnlyFans? Does everybody know if he is on OnlyFans?
Probably. It's probably amazing. Anyway, it's primarily a striker versus striker matchup, but both of these men have negative striking differentials and have been on the wrong side of a knockout. But outside of some very real power from Nam, I think Ode is the all-around better fighter. If you go back to Tyson's losses, he essentially loses to speed and volume. Pettis more than doubled his strikes. Both Schnell and France almost did the same thing. Nam's power is an asset, of course, but he also relies on it too much, and that's how he ends up behind on the scorecards. I got to go with Ode here to stay busy, threaten takedowns, and get his 3rd win at 125 pounds. I like Ode Osbourne in this fight.
Yeah, they haven't dropped prop yet, at least not on Bet Online for this fight, but I'm definitely going to go, does not go the distance. It looks like the under 2.5 is pretty much even, so it's probably some good odds on that. Ode he's gonna be a difference maker, man. He is gonna be around and be a big problem for this 125 pound division. Once he started making that cut and he made it absolutely fine. He has no issues with it. That dude has the speed of a 125er and the power of really like a 155er. That dude has crazy power for this division, and it's not just that lunging big overhand right power as you mentioned. So it's in and out, so slick counters, the step backs with the counter lefts, everything he throws is heat because he's just so fast and his footwork is incredible. You mentioned Tyson Nam does have power in that right hand, but just flat-footed, man. I mean, at this point in his career, he's just kind of that flat-footed 125er looking for that knockout shot. And listen, Ode's a guy that has been knocked out. He has been knocked out. He does take chances at times. Sometimes when you're that quick with your in and out, if you come in at the wrong opportunity and that shot times up right, you can get knocked out. He has been knocked out before, so I don't want to say that Tyson Nam doesn't have an opportunity in this fight because he's going to have that right hand, and there might be an opportunity where it hits at the right spot where Ode's zigging when he should zag type situation. But Ode, with that wrestling in his back pocket as well, is going to be a big problem in the 125 division, man. I mean, even his losses. He has a loss to Brian Keller, a guillotine loss. Okay, that happens against Brian Keller. That Manel Kape fight, he was absolutely beating the shit out of Manel Kape the whole first round, gets caught with that flying knee. It is what it is. When he is just toe-to-toe with somebody, he is the better, more talented fighter. probably in the more like probably like 90-95% of this division. Every person that he faces, he's going to be the more talented fighter. It just comes down to, if he gets just flash knocked out, which unfortunately has happened before. So I'm Ode all the way in this matchup. He's going to be around for this division. I keep saying that, but I mean, I just can't stress enough how good this dude is, how talented he is. All the tools, everything you could ask for in a fighter: power, speed, wrestling, everything. I'm all Ode in this. No disrespect to Tyson Nam, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we are aligned here. And thank you very much, Hustle Hog, for the $6.99 Canadian. I think that is $5 US. Super chat. He said he's 1.5 units up on Dana White Contender Series. No action on the nickel fight, which I agree with that. I mean, Bo Nickel should win, but those odds are insane. Why would anybody do that? Yeah, honestly, you're better off throwing a couple bucks to the other guy just to see what happens. But thank you very much for the super chat. It is very, very appreciated. Jakey Boy, $8,800. I think Ode Osbourne is a fantastic value, and I love that he's not 90-something hundred. Do you agree?
Yeah, because either way, even if he tries to get a knockout, it's probably going to come early, or maybe he just uses wrestling and just lights up the scoreboard with all those takedowns too. So either way, I think it's a great play.
Yeah, so I think we're aligned there. $8,800 in DraftKings. These odds are solid too. Honestly, I imagine these are going to move. So everybody out there, if you're watching now, you like the fight, the earlier you place the bets, the better. It's that simple. And I know it's not easy to do your own research. And we come live on Tuesday nights. A lot of people watch these Fridays, Saturdays. The reality is, Jacob and I are placing bets earlier than that, sometimes a week, 2 weeks in advance. I already have bets for UFC 278. If you want access to those bets and you want to get them early before the lines move, you don't necessarily need to dig in deep, but you can get some feel for what we're doing. Go to WeWantPicks.com, scroll to the top, and click Become a Member. It's $10 a month. Honestly, that's a very insignificant amount of money considering what we're giving you for that. We're giving you bets.
It's a little bit disrespectful, honestly. For as much as we offer, it's a little disrespectful.
Legit, $2.50 a week, and the UFC's doing a show pretty much every single week. You hit one bet, and you bought many months worth of membership. WeOwnPicks.com, scroll to the top, click Become a Member, and unlock those early bets now. And that doesn't even include all the DFS and fantasy content on there. The Monkey Knife Fight strike line, I think it's a less. I don't think we get here. I think this is a clean less. And I think Ode Osbourne should be in your Knockout Kings. If you don't know what that is, Monkey Knife Fight lets you pick any 3 fighters on the entire card. And if one of them wins by KO or TKO, you have 25% net profit. 2 of them, you 2.5 times your money. Ode should be one of those guys in there. Go to WeOwnPicks.com/MKF. What? Why are you shaking your head for?
The less, the only thing that worries me is if he comes in with a wrestling game plan. I don't know why he would. I mean, maybe he would, but that's when stuff could add up quickly, but probably is less.
Even less. I mean, 71 is a very high number, even if he includes some wrestling. So, listen, Knockout Kings is a safer play anyway, and you guys watch my Monkey Knife Fight videos on Fridays, you will see that we pretty much just build Knockout Kings on there.